Today is 26 March 1st, about information security. First, vulnerabilities. There are three types of vulnerabilities, which is directly connected to the property of the information. That's just obviously security properties, which is corrupted, leaky vulnerabilities. Corrupted is related with integrity, and leaking is related with confidentiality. Availability is related with unavailable or very slow. Then you can ask what is vulnerabilities. Vulnerability is by definition a flaw or weakness that could be exploited to violate the system's security policy. So it could be lead to threat, which is a capability, action, or event that could breach security and cause harm. Who do this? By adversary, which is an entity that attacks. That if they attack, which is realization of threat, and we can check it as a risk, which is an expectation of loss expected as the probability. So if it is 0.01, which is 1%, then we need to use countermeasure. We can reduce it. The issue is when we use countermeasure, it could be prevent or detect or it could recover, and it may self-introduce new vulnerabilities is another issue. Threats and attacks. You see the threats and attacks. For threats and attacks, there is unauthorized disclosure, which is which is exposure is exposing sensitive data to unauthorized entity, and interception is just intercepting it, like wiring and eavesdropping. And for there's inference and intrusion, which is intrusion is that entity gains an access to sensitive data, which is related with leaky situation. And also deception, there is marquarade, falsification, repetition. Marquarade is which is a text which posing an unauthorized entity, and falsification is false data deceives an unauthorized entity, and repudiation is an entity deceives another by falsely denying by responsibility for an act. And then for disruption, there's incapacitation, corruption, obstruction, which is incapacitation is which prevents or interrupts system operation by disturbing a system component. Corruption is by modifying system, and obstruction is by hindering system. You need to probably classify those for are they is like attacking availability or integrity or confidentiality. For usurpation, that is misappropriation and misuse. Misappropriation is mostly control, and misuse is about detrimental to system security. And we talk about file security, and also there's passive attack and there's passive and active. There's passive, there's to attack, which is to realize of methods contents or traffic analysis, which if data is encrypted, then you can just like how much package are moving active packet. There is which is replay, which capture packet and just reused, or more create modification methods and dinner service can be discussed. And security functional requirement, there's access control, awareness training, audit accountability, certification accreditation, and security assessment, configuration management, contingency planning, identification authentication, incident response, maintenance, media protection, physical and environmental protection, personal security risk assessment, systems and service execution, system and communication protection, system and information integrity, and fundamental security design principle. We need to consider economy of mechanism, fail, safety first, complete mediation, open design, separation of prevalence, least prevalence, less common mechanism, which is we should minimize using shared library, psychological acceptability, isolation between critical and public information, encapsulation, modulation, which is like security module, and its module. One component change module is should be not affected another module, which is we learn it in software engineering class, and layering and list astonishment. Attack surface, if we want to if we figure out some vulnerability in web service, we can use web browser to open port. It could be attack surface, and there could be also another ways. For relation between attack surface and degree of layering, you can see layering as an 4-dimension, two-dimension high security risk. Attack risk surface is if it is large, and layer is shallow, and layer is deep, then low security risk, and both is medium security risk. Layer is shallow. That's important. Why layer is shallow? Think about it. And there's attack tree, which is a data structure to represent a set of potential technique for exploiting security vulnerabilities. And yeah, thank you.